Mayella Violet Yule. Just tell us what happened. You can do that, can't you? That's enough now. Don't be afraid of anyone here, as long as you tell the truth. All this is strange to you, I know, but you've nothing to be ashamed of and nothing to fear. What are you scared of?
Him.
Mr. Finch?
Don't want him doing me like he done Papa, trying to make me out left-handed.
How old are you?
I'm 19 and a half.
Why don't you run me through what happened?
Well, sir, I was on the porch, and he came along. And you see, there was this old chiffer robe in the yard Papa had brought for us to chop up for kindling. Papa told me to do it while he was off in the woods, but I wasn't feeling strong enough, and then he came by.
Who is he? I'll have to ask you to be more specific, please. The reporter can't put down gestures very well.
That and yonder, Robinson. I said, come here and bust up this chiffer robe for me. I got a nickel for you. He could have done it easy enough. He could. So he came in the yard and I went up to give him the nickel and I turned around and before I knew it, he was on me. He jumped up behind me. He did. He got me around the neck, cussing and saying dirt. I fought and hollered, but he had me around the neck. He hit me again and again.
You say you fought him off as hard as you could. Fought him tooth and nail.
I positively did.
You're positive that he took full advantage of you?
He done what he was after.
Do you love your father, Miss Mayla?
Love him? What do you mean?
I mean, is he good to you? Easy to get along with?
He does tolerable, except when.
Except when?
Except when nothing. I said he does tolerable.
Except when he's drinking? When he's riled? Has he ever beaten you?
My pa's never touched a hair on my head my entire life. He ain't never touched me.
Was Tom Robinson well known to you?
What do you mean?
I mean, did you know who he was? Where he lived?
I know who he was. He passed the house every day.
Was this the first time you asked him to come into the fence?
Yes, it was.
Alright, now to what happened. You said Tom Robinson was behind you in the room when you turned around. That right?
Yes.
You said he got you around the neck, cussing and saying dirt. Is that right?
Tis right.
Do you remember him beating you about the face? You seem sure enough that he choked you. All this time you were fighting back, remember? You kicked and hollered as loud as you could. Do you remember him beating you about the face?
No, I don't recollect if he hit me. I mean, yes, he hit me.
Was your last sentence your answer?
Huh? Yes, he hit. I just don't remember. I just don't remember. It all happened so quick.
Is this the man who raped you?
It most certainly is.
How?
I don't know how he done it, but he done it. I said it all happened so fast.
You testified that you turned around and there he was. He choked you then?
Yes.
Then he released your throat and hit you.
I said he did.
He blacked your left eye with his right fist.
Yes.
You're becoming suddenly clear on this point. A while ago, you couldn't remember too well, could you?
I said he hit me.
Alright, he choked you, he hit you, then he raped you. That right?
It most certainly is.
Alright, why didn't you run?
I tried.
Tried to? What kept you from it?
He slung me down. That's what he did. He slung me down and got on top of me.
You were screaming all this time?
I certainly was.
Then why didn't the other children hear you? Where were they? At the dump? Where were they? Why didn't your screams make them come running? The dump's closer than the woods, isn't it? Or didn't you scream until you saw your father in the window? You didn't think to scream until then, did you? Did you scream first at your father instead of at Tom Robinson? Was that it? Who beat you up, Tom Robinson or your father?
I got something to say, and I ain't gonna say it no more. That N-word yonder took advantage of me, and you fine, fancy gentlemen don't want to do nothing about it, and you're all yellow, stinking cowards. Stinking cowards, the lot of you. Your fancy airs ain't come to nothing. Your Mammon and Miss Mayellarin don't come to nothing. Mr. Finn.
We're gonna take a 10-minute break.